Did I do it? We're in Strange Antiquities. Looks good. Game looks centered. Maybe? I feel like it's like a little bit off centered. There. Okay. Okay, good. Okay, good. Yeah. Okay. Okay, good. Okay. Oh, I'm so excited. Yes. 15 save files. I have a device that teleports my shit straight into the pants of my worst enemy. Perfect, Moo. If Kuja doesn't learn what it was going to be. Strange Antiquities. He's pooped for the day, so I am all set until at least another 12 hours from now. Thank you so much for your concern. Luckily, he's only pooped on me once today. Oh, I love Cozy Rain. Okay, so here's where we're at. We're at day 15 of Strange Antiquities, which I think is like almost the end. I think it was like 18 days left. Okay, so I was trying to figure out this puzzle, which is from the individual, a stone for dark purposes, from the celestial, a stone of the earth, from the diurnal, a stone of death. Okay, so now we strike Seymour. No, thank you for the lurk, Wolfie. I'm hopping in for a second before I do my own stuff, but I hope, of course, thank you so much for hopping in, Wolfie. It was lovely to see you again. Yeah, imagine me sitting at the balcony looking at it now. It must be so cozy. So let me put away some of these items. These are the items I've discovered. I sometimes poos twice and I clean the box and I'm hit by and struck by the stinky criminal. So I'm pretty sure that this is the Corvin's Might. I'm marking it down as the Corvin's Might. I lied to people. It's Jackbox. It's not Jackbox. It's Strange Antiquities. I hope you're having the most time, of course. Sorry, guys. We literally just switched. I think that's the Corvin's Might. Okay. So right now I'm trying to solve this puzzle from the individual, a stone for dark purposes. What does that mean? So hermetic symbology, diurnic of the might of the mind of the earth, probably the individual stone of death, individual, maybe of the individual, maybe for the mind. So of the mentic. Maybe we have to find something that vibes with the mentic. Mentic is circle up and down and big diamond. Okay. Circle up and circle down and big triangle. Does that look like the mentic symbol? Oh, wait, that's the wrong circle. Big circle up, small circle down. There it is. Oh, that's the mentic. So we need to find something that vibes on a mentic level. Either of the mind of the individual mentic, maybe a Babelia. I don't think I have the Babelia marked down though. Meaning of the unusual markings of Babelia not clear. They resemble a mentic field pattern, but the items themselves do not produce a mentic field. They can be used to aid with translation. No, I don't have a Babelia marked yet, so that doesn't help me at all. Let's look at other stuff that might be mentic in nature. The Cassander and the sleep vessel. We do have a sleep vessel. They help people stay awake. Let's see where our sleep vessel is. Where the fuck is my sleep vessel, you guys? Where is my sleep vessel? I know I have one because I gave it to someone. Kitty. Thank you, Mons, for being so wonderful. Thank you so much for the shout outs, you guys. I really appreciate it. Thank you, everybody, for the raids. I really appreciate it. Where? Oh, here's my sleep vessel. Okay. It doesn't look like the sleep vessel has a mentic feel. Sorry for killing us. Oh my gosh, no, we lived. Hermie, we lived. You didn't kill us. All of us were answering pretty poopy there. Maybe this is... Oh, you're totally fine. It happens. I'm not sure it is Mentic. Maybe a Cassander then? Oh, we haven't discovered a Cassander. But I think the Cassander is this. That's a Diurnic field. Sure, Amy, what's the oldest game on your Steam backlog? Ooh, I don't know, Fennis. How do I check that? Oh, huge. Yeah. We didn't get like a really good score. We got like a decent score, but we lived. Why only Amy? Oh, share with the class. I don't know what my oldest Steam game is. Maybe Stardew Valley? How do I check? Search by recent activity. That's not quite right either. Maybe, maybe a TOEFL boyfriend. It looks like maybe my first purchased game. Oh, Borderlands 2? It's funny that it says I've never played TOEFL boyfriend because that's not true. I've actually beaten it. And my Steam has no recollection of that. But Borderlands 2, Left 4 Dead 2. I've played Borderlands 2 though. So if it's on your Steam backlog, it has to be something you haven't played, right? I don't know if I have anything old here. Maybe Alan Wake? How can you tell? Sort by recent activity? I don't know how to look for it. You're wrong. You've never played it. Steam is right. I've literally defeated TOEFL boyfriend. I don't understand. Okay, let's not look at the Cassander because I don't have a guarantee of what the Cassander is. So I can build more Animal Crossing islands. You probably just have to check release dates. Oh, okay. Babelia. I do have a binding seed. So I could check the binding seed. Where is my binding seed? You know what? I should pull this up and press hint. I could ring the bell to call on a customer or see if there are any notes that might lead somewhere interesting. Damn it. Okay, never mind. Ignore this for now. We'll come back to these notes because I'm not sure what for the individual from the celestial from the diurnal. So I think the Moonstone Guardian is definitely the celestial. Okay, and a stone of death. A stone of death has to be the Memento Mori. Did we ever get the Memento Mori? And I actually have a custom category in my Steam library for my backlog. Oh, that's so organized, Fennis. I have no idea. Sorry, Mimi was right. I meant how long has it's been in the backlog. Okay. I'm thinking oldest like release date or how long it's been in the backlog. Because the Ambra, no. The Ecumenical is a Memento Mori. So this is something of death, right? And I have an Ecumenical because we did discover the Ecumenical, which was... Oh, the Ecumenical was surprising. It was something I didn't expect it to be. Ascus. Truth Conduit. Pit. Bones Guard. Fortinance. Maybe it's this side. The Ecumenical was something I didn't expect. Wasn't it? Where is it? Where is my Ecumenical, y'all? There it is. The Ecumenical is of death, right? Because it has a Memento Mori. So it is a stone of death. Well, but this isn't stone, actually. So never mind. It can't be that. The Bones Guard is a poison thing. This feels like this is made of stone, and this feels deathly. And the stone of an individual. What would a stone of an individual be? Sun, stone, fire, a stone of containment, stone for dark purposes, earth, water, peace and safety, a stone of sight. Maybe a stone with a mentic stone, a blue stone. 64 games. That's really good, Fennis. I've definitely got over that. Dradic, fire, and fury. A stone of darkness. Maybe this. Oh my gosh, I tried to play Soma, Fennis, but it literally makes me so ill. Like, I get so motion sick from playing Soma. I tried that a while ago. Strawberry, Moo. Everybody loves strawberry. Diverging hook feels like an individual stone, doesn't it? Because you're cutting the individual's brain. Maybe Corvin's Might isn't a stone of death. You don't like strawberry, Elkie? I'm shocked. Yeah, Soma makes me so motion sick. Literally within like 5 minutes of playing that game, I was vomiting. Oh, I love real strawberries. Am I strange? Maybe... Does it have to be just stone? Like a Dradic stone? Maybe that's what it's hoping for. Stone of the earth, a stone of death, a stone for dark purposes. Like maybe they mean these stones, like gemstones. No, Thiel, hello, how are you? Thank you so much for the raid. Gemstones? Maybe that's what they mean, like I need to use specific gemstones. In which case the Eye of Cyrano can go here. Maybe I need like this of earth and then one of death. A dark stone for dark purposes. This is dark purposes. More raids. I'm doing well. About to have dinner. Oh, of course. Thank you so much for the raid. Oh, I hope you're enjoying Age of Calamity. I'm so jealous. And then what is a stone for death? Containment, dark purposes, death, fire, and fury. Black and striated must be death. Oh, Noctic, this one. Vivianite. There was a stone of Vivianite somewhere. One of my items has Vivianite in it. I don't remember which one. Poop. One of these guys has Vivianite in it though. I do not remember which one. I just identified it. Oh, this one. I did it! Okay. Okay, age of imprisonment after this. Ooh, new item. Very exciting. So cool. Okay. So this is now done. Weirdly, this is not done. I figured it out. Oh, I'm so glad. Thank you for the meter. I have seen into the yawning deep. I have seen beauty beyond the comprehending mind. The price is steep, but I paid gladly. My shadow anchor broke. Must replace. I don't think we have a shadow anchor, or we haven't discovered what the shadow anchor is. Yeah. Protects, no. A shadow anchor is sometimes used in the practice of shadow casting, the art of projecting one's presence outside the body. Without an anchor, minds have been known to become lost. Shadow anchor designs can vary greatly. Some prefer pendants, whereas others prefer to clutch a totem in their hand. Some make use of symbology, where others use gemstones. They will always produce a field from the individual branch, however. The field of the mind. So this is the field of the mind. So that's the field we're looking for. So we're looking for a totem that does the field of the mind. Which is that. I thought just 3 different. I don't know what it is. Let me just I don't even think Bleach has a gacha. I didn't think the games industry would throw us any more curveballs this year, but alas, Eminem is coming to Hitman. I need to play that. Did that look like it? No. I still think this is a Corvin's Might. I think this is a Carrick's Candle, so I don't think that's it. And I think this is a Cassander. So again, not it. This is an Abrasive Meather, so also not it. It could be a pendant. And I'm looking for this pattern. This kind of tic-tac-toe pattern. And we're looking for a shadow anchor. Shadow anchor, which could be... I've checked all these guys over here. Nothing up here. I think this is a Zaya, so I don't think any of these. Eventually, just a lot of fun with all the different ways to carry out your task. Absolutely fun. I actually played the 3rd Hitman last week, dressed up as JFK. It was so much fun. I actually started to understand what I needed to do. Shadow anchor. And it has potentially a stone. Probably something to do with shadows, right? Night and darkness, a black striated. Oh, wait, this is probably a shadow anchor. That is a swirly whirly, though. That is a diurnic field. That's what I thought. Okay. I was correct in that being wrong. This looks like it could be. Swirly, whirly, whirly. Shadow anchor. It needs to have, like, sister, please be more careful. God, my sister stressed me out. She'll criticize what I do, and she keeps leaving things lying around that the cats are likely to eat. Oh my God, that's the worst. That's so stressful. Oh, wait. That's the logo? But what are those gemstones? Those gemstones don't fit the... Those are Mentic. Anchor between the body and the mind. Oh, anchor. Anchor. The kyanite gemstones point to the fact that this item anchors the mind. It produces a Mentic field. Perfect. Nephroguant. If only you could see all the things happen on Twitch. Massive lags, but oh no. These were once worn by necromancers of the Five Knolls who used them in their rituals of resurrection. Their power became bound to them such that they were to remove them. Even after death, the Neferkant would crumble to dust. Today, their power is much diminished, but they can be used to draw infections. However, they will cause braxis if held against bare skin for long periods. Ooh, I think that's the finger. What we just, that was the Neferquant. That sounds like it's this because of the rebirth spiral. That sounds like the Neferquant here, which I've had for a while now. This guy is the Shadow Anchor, which is very good. Let's put these guys on this side because I have so many things that I know about now. Very good. Very good. Pet cat. Always pet cat, guys. Good. Stardew Valley is super cozy. Also, side note, glad to see me Wi-Fi because it wasn't. I wasn't super loud stream that woke me up or anything. Oh, good. I tried to raid. I tried to raid cozy streams afterwards because I know it's quite late. Audrey Bell. She's the one that has the horrible cult. You have shown yourself to be a useful ally in these worrisome times. Keep one eye on the lake in the coming days. When blackened eyes seek the casket and waters turn to midnight, perform the sacrament and have faith in Holgar. Okay. The sacrament is a baptism ceremony in which one's life is pledged to the warrior god Holgar. It is performed by a blood priest within a stone circle. In spring, a charm of green growth. In summer, a pendant of the yellow sun. In autumn, an instrument of the red night. In winter, a totem of blue fire. No, we're not a cult. It's Thursday, but what? I have a growing fear deep within me. I cannot let it take hold. What weather is it right now? I don't even know what season it is. The sacrament is a baptism ceremony in which one's life is pledged. It is performed by a blood priest within a stone circle. In the spring, a charm of green growth, which we know, that's this guy. Scythian charm. Let's put that all down here, actually. In summer, a pendant of the yellow sun. We have a pendant of the yellow sun, don't we? We have something that has the sun's warm light that comes off of it. Where is it? Wing rock, sunlight, sun, pit, sunbond. Lightweight designed, housing a gemstone, sunbond, of course, easy. It's called the sunbond, and it looks like this. Okay, in spring and summer, in autumn, an instrument of the red night. In winter, a totem of blue fire. A totem of blue fire. I feel like the Zephyrophim makes sense for that, because the Zephyrophim is a ship. The resident object gives off the faint odor that will be familiar to any thaumaturge. It is the scent of the storm, of ozone and power, the scent of magic. When these vapors are inhaled deeply, they can unlock deep wells of anger and channel them into a powerful maelstrom. This is the power of the west wind. And this smells like a brewing storm. Right? Okay. But what in autumn, an instrument of the red night. What's happening? It seems like it's so cool. Okay. So what's happening in this game is essentially you're the apprentice of a thaumaturge, alchemy and such, alchemaic relics, right? The thaumaturge, your master thaumaturge, needs to go away for a few days, and he's left you in charge of his store. While he's in charge of the store, people come in and ask for relics, right? And you sell them relics during that time. You have to figure out which relics they are based on the book he's left you in reference, and you kind of read the description of the item, and then you kind of look at the items and you kind of see their composition, sense of touch, smell, inner perception, kind of figure out which items they are based on process of elimination and, what you perceive is the right item. mystery and puzzle making. During this time, something has befallen the city that you're in right now, the city of Undermere. Undermere, this is the city, right? Within the city, people have been showing up with eyes that have been blackened. Ravens have been flying above the people, trying to eat these people who seem to be falling unconscious while their eyes turn completely black and they are seemingly under a coma or a trance. There's a doctor of arcane curses going around trying to figure out why these people are falling under this curse. And there's a lady who investigates curses, trying to figure out where the curse is coming from. And they come to you for a lot of relics to keep them safe during this time. Your master comes back and he gets involved, obviously, because he needs to figure out what's going on as well. Why is the city under attack with this curse? Exactly. Very convenient time for your teacher to be gone. He comes and goes, to try to figure things out, and he has to go to a bunch of shady cults and orders and stuff of that nature to try to figure out like what's going on too. We're seemingly in Cumbria. I don't know, something like that. Like cats have instantly gone to see my sister. And then more proof that British people aren't human. And then you meet a whole bunch of people. You meet this man who's a professor of ophthalmology. He's saying that there's something really strange about these ravens. They're not acting like normal ravens. You meet this relic hunter who kind of acts like he's an assassin. You kind of realize that the story between the days that you're reading about is actually the story about these two girls and their father who died mysteriously, who used to be the cohort of this relic hunter, and one of the sisters blames the relic hunter for killing their father, and she wants revenge on him, but the relic hunter didn't kill her father. It's that the relic hunter just happened to be there, and the relic hunter is actually half cursed, as the father was cursed to death. And what happened was the father was also cursed the same way all the people befallen in the city is also cursed. His eyes turned black, he fell under a coma, and he eventually died. The relic hunter is actually also cursed, but he doesn't even realize it because only one of his eyes befell to the curse, and he's in a lot of pain trying to figure out what's going on as well. He brings you a bunch of relics also. What else? Then you learn about like one of the arcane doctor is actually the mother of the librarian who's been helping you decipher a bunch of clues about the shop you're in. The shop is actually mysteriously built, has a lot of secrets to help you break down the mysteries of what's going on in the city, and a bunch of relics. The professor of ophthalmology is like, hey, there's a bunch of relics hidden in my castle, passed down to the generations by my crazy uncle who was obsessed with collecting relics. You can take whatever you can find. Just let me know. And he gives you a map to his castle as well. You also get access to the catacombs. Also, you meet a bunch of people. You also have a cat this whole time. Like as you're doing this, the same uncle who worked for Nintendo, yes. And then, this is your cat Jupiter, who's mysterious and so clever. POV, you're a normal ass person trying to run a shop during the last 2 books of the Shades of Magic. Basically Hermie. And then like you discover that the shop has all these secrets, and like one of the random things ended up being an entire key that I had to just spin around and then unlock the key, and the key opened this section of the cupboards, and I was able to pull out more relics. And then over here I like had to put like a specific stuff in order, and it opened like more secret shelves over here, and then over this like turned around to give me puzzle clues, and then this ended up being like a whole ass like diurnal field reader here. And people keep giving you hints and stuff like that you can follow to different places on the map to go and check out to get more relics and stuff of that nature. Gleeston Castle is a medieval building in a valley about 1 kilometer north of the village of Gleeston. The village lies between the and Barrow and Fern. Oh wow, shit, maybe. Oh my gosh, it really is. Oh my gosh. Gleeston Castle in Cumbria. So this is based on a real place. That's crazy. I could go there right now. Okay. So I'm trying to figure out what the instrument of the Red Knight is. In autumn, an instrument of the Red Knight. I'm gonna look in here and see. Oh fuck, the curse is that they're British. I'm gonna look blood, maybe blood, Amphibian Talon, perhaps. Orford Spire. Let's look what. Oh, red knives. During the rite of the red knives, an Orford Spire is fully submerged in goat's blood for 9 days and 9 nights. When performed correctly, the rite is said to impart vitality. What if instead of autumn is something, hold on. In autumn, an instrument of the red knight. What if it's red knives instead? In which case it would be the Orford Spire. That feels potential. That feels like potential. Amphibian Talon doesn't really mention anything about red anything knight. I also sent it to Ruined Cathedral too. I hope you didn't hurt yourself though. Let's look for red knight mentions. I feel like red knight is too blatant a mention. Yeah, no red knight mention here. So I'm gonna say red knife. And I think this may be my 4 items. And she said something about being near the lake. Oh, there's the stone circle. The bleak stones stand in their circle, a quiet defiance of time. Once home to witchcraft and rituals, now abandoned, silent and still. Like the surrounding lake, there's magic here, I can feel it. But nothing left for me to uncover. Wait, but it's performed by the blood priest within a stone circle. In spring, a charm of green growth. Huh? We're having a game night at 10. The sacrament is a baptism ceremony in which one's life is pledged to the warrior god Hogar. Oh, I thought we were gonna have to do something here, but I guess not. In spring, a charm of green growth. In summer, a pendant of yellow sun. In autumn, an instrument of red night. In winter, a totem of blue fire. This feels right, doesn't it? But what circle? I guess not this circle. I don't see any other circles. It's definitely, she said at the lake. So maybe they haven't performed anything yet. And I have to wait. So let's wait. What's the last thing she said? You have shown yourself to be a useful ally in these worrisome times. Keep one eye on the lake in the coming days. When blackened eyes seek the casket and waters turn to midnight, perform the sacrament and have faith in Holgar. Oh, thank you. Oh, I have to wait. When the things happen, then I will need these items. Okay, I'm just going to place this here and just have this held here because this will be a good reminder for everything I will need for whatever this is. I actually haven't discovered the Zephyrophim, but I feel like this has to be the Zephyrophim. Okay, next customer. Everyone's very miserable because everybody is dying and suffering, I think. This is the mailman, David Schaefer. I'm afraid this letter was sorted incorrectly and has ended up doing a round trip to Kendall and back. Better late than never. Or maybe not better late. I have spent a long time looking for an object that is believed to have been lost somewhere in the catacombs. The adventurer and thaumaturge Marwyn left a trail to her hidden stash, or so the story goes. I followed it as far as the ossuary of the damned, a chilling, bone-filled alcove carved into a natural chamber in the upper levels, but it seems her markings have been worn away by time after that. I pass on this story to you in the hope that you can succeed where I have failed. Your friend Barton. Kendall is in Cumbria too. Oh, wow. Okay, so come... This looks like the alcove of bones. This is my hint. I have spent a long time looking for an object that was believed to have lost somewhere in the catacombs. I followed it as far as the ossuary of the damned, a chilling, bone-filled alcove. I'm able to follow Marwyn's trail for a while, but the carved markings are faded and worn by centuries of weathering. Undermere is Windermere, and they have a ton of Beatrix Potter stuff there. Do they? I need to come here. I am able to follow Marwyn's trail for a while, but the carved markings are faded and worn by centuries of weathering. By the time I reach the ossuary, I can no longer make them out. Fortunately, I've always wanted an excuse to use a Carwick's candle. I think this is a Carwick's candle. This says fire and wax. And it's on a sandstone. Ta-da! I was correct. Stalagmites retreat under the light of the candle as I hold it aloft and search the shifting rock walls for any signs of Marwyn's trail. Suddenly, I see it, an M etched into the rock as clear as if it had been carved yesterday. I follow the trail in an excited hurry, tripping and stumbling as the candle distorts the height of the floor, until I come to its end at a small boulder. Rolling the rock to one side, I reach behind it and reclaim Marwyn's lost treasure. Ew, another pendant. A little person. It's a super pretty place. Oh, really? Everyone's dying. Yes, but they're probably not dying now. Resabadius lives in the very approximate vicinity. Oh my gosh, really? I could go visit Brother Sabadius. Oh my god, no! No, Verona has the black eyes. The time has come to decide, Thaumaturge. The casket wants to be opened. The casket will be opened. Nothing can stop it now, and yet there is still a part of this mind that will not be quieted. Help me calm this clamoring rage inside my head. This is your chance to elevate yourself above the scurrying ants that absently crawl through their meaningless lives. She has... She has none of those curses. So I am curious about her diseases because she actually has what is described as ambra. These items cause mental fog, a withering of intellect and thought. They are slow to work, requiring several hours to have any effect. Through prolonged use, they can cause the whites of the eyes to turn black and the subject to become deeply disoriented. They produce a noctic field. Okay? So literally kind of what the description of what the casket has been doing to everybody. The casket is what Barton Potter, who's the relic hunter and the father that died of the girl who wants revenge of the sisters, is described as they uncovered it and they brought it to this man who, the brother of the Thaumaturge who owns the store. He runs a museum and he has this casket that I believe is what's causing this curse. Yes, Barton Potter, Beatrix Potter. And this is, and it's doing what this Ambra is described to do. If I recall correctly, we gave her an Ambra. What does an abrasive meather do? I can't remember. Abrasive meather. This type of meather is used to purge unwanted memories. As with any procedure that can alter the mind, it should be used sparingly and considerately. Meathers are typically used in communal ceremonies designed to be easily passed from person to person. She either that or wants a Zephyrophim, but a Zephyrophim increases rage. These resident objects give off the faint odor that will be familiar to any Thaumaturge. It is the scent of the storm, of ozone and power, the scent of magic. When these vapors are inhaled deeply, they can unlock deep wells of anger and channel them into a powerful maelstrom. So I don't think we want to give her something that gives her more power, because she's clearly been influenced in some way. Slash, is this our time? The sacrament is a baptism. What? Oh, what did that lady say? The lady, this lady, the priest. She said, "Keep one. When blackened eyes seek the casket and waters turn to midnight, perform the sacrament." Okay. Do I now go and perform the sacrament here? No. JK. For the ritual of the broken path, a grist is heated slowly over flame. To have full effect, it must be held in an ungloved hand until the ritual is complete, no matter how hot it gets. The ritual should not be performed by those who have not studied the Wizard art. It is common to suffer burns, but when done correctly, it should not be painful. What the fuck is a gris? She's sought me. So is it time now? I'm gonna try again to go. Still no. See, we're almost there. But the problem with storing powerful dark artifacts is that slowly, inevitably, the darkness seeps out. We only got 3 more days, guys. I always forget I have to complete this symbol shape. Oh, a brain. No, a ball of yarn. What does this mean? These cards usually symbolize... These cards usually symbolize something. This looks like the coastline, doesn't it? Or a road. Doesn't look like any of the roads here. Let's check another map. A yarn ball. Does it look like any of... It looks like it could be the side of this. Or a path of some kind, huh? It looks like a catacomb path. A string like that you'd be better, that you'd be after as a way to find yourself back when exploring. Yeah. That's why I feel like it must be a catacomb path. And I wonder if it's like this one down straight over here, all the way back here, and then here. Inhaling deeply from the spirit vault to stave off the madness of the depths, I make my way carefully down crumbling passageways past decaying crypts. Placed carelessly on top of the tomb is a collection of clay pots. Some lie in pieces, but most are whole. At first, the collection seems unremarkable, but one in particular stands out, and I take it back up to the surface to take a closer look. This is a... clay. This is upside down triangles, which hermetic symbology means what symbol? It is earth. Earth, 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 earth. Engraved detailing, cool and smooth. Have nothing to remark. Have nothing to remark. So the symbols here say earth. So I'm just gonna mark earth symbols all over. Have you unlocked the cabinet? Yeah, I did. I unlocked the cabinet over here. I've unlocked as much as I think I can here. Yeah, this was a key the whole time. The ethereal key, which is wild. I literally, like, once you figure out what the ethereal key is, it was so funny. I read, like, I looked in the book and it was like the ethereal key, if you take it and hold it and run it in a circle, it'll unlock itself and it'll turn itself into a key. So I just took every single item I had and spun it around, and this one unlocked and turned into a key. And I was like, oh my God, I had this key for literally hours. And I just never thought to look. So that was great. So I'm going to try one more time again to go here. Damn, okay. They really said no. Marian Lancaster, new person. Someone very dear to me has fallen ill. Hey, her husband was here. I would like a nephroquant. Do not be concerned, dear. I have used one before and know what I am doing. Yeah, but a nephroquant can rot you. She's a necromancer. Dread Vivant is the only way to handle some of the more dangerous artifacts. It can siphon power away from oneself for a time. The power rising up off of a Dread Vivant is subtle but noticeably invigorating. These objects represents the balance of life and death, of good and evil, of hope and despair. Interesting. So I was correct on this item, which I will now put here. Pet cat. Franklin Underhill. Please do pay us a visit. We have some items that we're confident will be of interest to you. The Twinings, artisans of wood, iron, and clay. Okay. The Twinings, artisans of wood, iron, and clay. Where? Oh, here. 15. The man who dropped off his card introduced himself as the owner of the Twinings, an unusually sprawling series of grotto-like rooms filled with handcrafted carpentry, ironmongery, and pottery. He leads me past wooden chairs and strange iron contraptions to a room unlike the others. This one is filled with small trinkets, ornaments, and jars of various sizes, containing ominous-looking liquids and organic materials. I know it might not look like much, but there are some items of value among the junk here, says the man. Take your time and let me know if you find anything interesting. 2 hours later, I have indeed unearthed something very interesting that I'm keen to take back to the shop for further investigation. Oh, that is very interesting indeed. I am leaving the Twinings with my haul when a man shouts from across the street. As I look around annoyed, I notice to my horror that the man's eyes are as black as coal. He rushes towards me and I stumble backwards, fumbling with the strap of my satchel as I'm trying to grab an item to stop him. I don't think I've gotten a Wizard cord yet. I don't think we figured out what a Wizard cord is yet. Despite the name, these simple-looking items do not produce a Wizard field. They belong to the diurnal branch. They cause a freezing effect in the body, earning them the nickname Medusa Stones. Fortunately, this effect is not permanent. Fire ice paralysis. It literally says paralysis, so it had to be this. To my relief, the man goes rigid almost immediately and topples forward onto the cobblestones. I turn and run, wanting to put as much distance as possible between myself and that creature. When I finally come to my senses, I realize I should alert Dr. Robertson, but by the time I return to the Twinings, the man is nowhere to be seen. Creepy. So we kind of got attacked by somebody who was hit by the curse. So more and more people are succumbing to the curse now. Basically the whole town. So this has it causes me to reflect on my own mortality. Hold on, didn't we just get the Dread Vivant? A Dread Vivant is a way to handle some of the more dangerous artifacts. It can siphon power away from oneself for a time. The power rising up off of a dread vivant is subtle, but noticeably invigorating. These objects represent the balance of life and death, of good and evil, of hope and despair. Probably not this then. This has a gemstones that are the bloodstone, a stone for dark purposes, and also the stone for life and death, I believe. Death and decay. Dark purposes, death and decay. Something about that's just like death in general. Hold on, maybe something about death. Dread Vivant, Holgrim, Neferquant, Pit. It really does feel like it could be a Dread Vivant. But maybe not. Briggic Charm. Protection, no. Babelia, no. Corvin's Might Cassandra, no. Edmund Bishop, something bad is about to happen. The ravens know it. My grandfather once taught me how to use a Cassandra to see the paths ahead, but I saw what it did to him and vowed never to touch one again after he died. But the gnawing worry of what is coming has become too much for me. Oh, no. The eyes of a Cassandra focus the power of the mind, enabling those skilled enough to see the path or paths ahead. These items do not produce a mentic field, as one might suspect, but rather the more mysterious Selenic. Care should always be taken with any object of prophecy, as these are no different many have seduced to be driven mad. Okay, so it has a Selenic field, so we do have to look for a Selenic field. Poop. That is triangle, big circle bottom, and small circle on top. Big circle bottom. Oh, yes. Definitely not this. This is a diurnic field. And we're looking for a Selenic field, which is the wiggledy moops on the middle. Interesting. Focus the eyes. Focus the eyes. This has all the elements. That is also not it. Cool. It's something about prophecy as well, so. Eyes focus the power of the mind, enabling those skilled enough to see the path. These items do not produce a mentic field, so it probably has the mind stones. Goosebumps. This music is getting wild. This is of earth. Phosphorus and ash. I think that's the spirit eye, but let's see if it has... No, it doesn't have a mentic field. We need a Selenic field. So anything with a Selenic field is a game. It's beautiful. Isn't it so good? Resonance compass has nothing. It's getting so much more mysterious. It might be this. I'm doomed. I'm dead. Ooh, such a weak field. So when I lose all my sanity, which is on the bottom right-hand corner, I have to fight for it back by gambling. Naturally. Ooh, we could do this and this and try to roll. I try to do the complicated rolls first, because obviously it's easier to get the easy rolls out of the way. And you have to do this without filling all your deaths. Because you could just, you know, die. The stars mean that you have... The stars are, like, free. It could be any symbol, 3 of any symbol. So I like to just do the symbols that are specific first. So I'm doing very good. I haven't gotten to the end yet here. So as I have 2 snakes here, I just need 1 more snake to live. Any X bone fills my deaths. So I have like 9 deaths. But obviously any roll, I could be getting like any number of deaths, right? I asked Mom if we had been to Windermere. She was like, I think so, but all my Lake District was in my head. Oh. Yeah, and then I passed. Gambling for sanity. I think I'm probably fighting against the curse in some way. It's kind of how I see it in my brain. So this is Selenic, but it doesn't count. This is also Selenic. Perfect. It's Selenic, but it looks like it is, but it is Malachite. Hey, Borf, good to see you. Amy, I know you streamed at Waco, but did you upload your Killer Frequency stream? I don't know. I don't think I uploaded it yet. I have it banked. I haven't uploaded it yet. It'd probably get uploaded in January. Because right now I have everything. I have Hades ready to go. It's Fallout right now. And once Fallout's done, Hades is gonna be up next. And then 1000 Resist. So I can schedule Killer Frequency to be after that. But I do have it. Typical manly thing of struggling through your pneumonia because you have to be a tough strong man. Oh no. Especially when I was in her tummy and Dad had fucking pneumonia. Oh my god. He only was like years away. He had an x-ray and they were like, this proves you had it. Oh my god. A weaving edge is used to enter the red night. Oh, this is the red night, a bloodthirsty state of mind. Tradition dictates that the handle should be made from the wood of a great oak. Don't I have something that has... Isn't this... No, this is you. This is oak. This is oak. Oh my gosh. What was that? Folium, Dread Vivant. What was that? No problem. I just want to ask because I played that game not too long ago. Loved it. Yeah, absolutely. I think I did not get a perfect ending because I killed one person. Weaving edge. Okay. Okay. So I think this is the weaving edge. I'm playing literally the coolest level ever. Oh, and Geometry Dash? Awesome. So I think this one is for sure this. Because this actually mentions the Red Knight. And this is a Cassandra for real. And this is not a Cassandra. Now we know this for sure isn't a Cassandra, but also like I don't fucking know what this could be. It's a tree. Killer Frequency was a horror game that we played where Killer was like stalking us in a radio station. It was so much fun. Yeah, and they had like that scary whistle that was falling. She really good. The gameplay is amazing. Along with this, the song for the level is also made by the same person who made it, and he also wrote in there a poem. Oh wow, Borf, that's very cool. Gilbert Ames. There always seems to be something going on in Windermere. The sooner I can get this sorted and be on my way, the better. My uncle gave me a ring, and I have had nothing but bad fortune ever since. I'm starting to think it might be cursed. Is there any way to uncurse it? Yes. Can't I use my silly vinegar? Where's my silly vinegar? Kai, I did have a cosplay and Kuja pooped on it. He didn't poop on it. He just had some poop on his butt and it got on it. Well, I don't get the ring. Now I am the Asian woman. I am the Asian woman shell. I'm Asian woman with shell now. From hearsay. Pet cat. Lavinia Hawthorne. I have been researching ancient customs, particularly those relating to thaumaturgy, and I am fascinated by the use of objects in ritual ceremonies. If you were able to get your hands on a gris, I would be very interested in studying it further. I fucking don't know what a gris could be. It could be anything, guys. For the ritual of the broken path, a gris is heated slowly over flame. To have full effect, it must be held in an ungloved hand until the ritual is complete, no matter how hot it gets. The ritual should not be performed by those who have not studied the Wisic art. It is common to suffer burns. It could be this tin, because that could be Bernie. If it's a Wisic, then maybe it'll have some sort of Wisic zoopity bit. Yeah, that's the Wisicness. Oh yeah. Okay, maybe that's it. Yeah, tin will get really hot. Ooh, wrong. Well. I feel like that was a really good broken path of the ritual for the broken path. Amphibian talon. Nameless gods drawing blood. This was the Amphibian talon here. For the ritual, heated slowly to have full effect, it must be held in an ungloved hand, no matter how hot it gets. The ritual should not be formed. It's common to suffer burns, but when done correctly, it should not be painful. It should not be painful. Wood, stone, cold, crisscrossed grooves. It chills my blood to hold it. What if it's this piece of wood? No. I'm doomed. I'm gonna die again. Maybe it's this. Or this. It's none of those things. And now I'm perishing again. It's okay. Oh god. Oh god, it's so much worse this time. It's 5 now, and it's like 5 very complex ones. We seem to be fairly lucky, though. I could copy this roll and try to get... Okay, just kidding. Just kidding. Now we just need 4. 4 matchy. Just online characters in Disney reference to Sailor Moon. Ooh! I love Sailor Moon. Okay, I'm gonna do this, and whatever this rolls to match, we will click that and unmatch these guys. Give me a moon. Yeah, let's go. See, easy. Tell me why that was worse. Sailor Moon saved me. So it was none of these things. Maybe it's this. Oh my god. I literally don't know what it could be. The grease is so, like, non-descriptive. Oh, oop. We got blocked out of one. So when it does that, that means I'm down 1 completely. Which is a little terrifying, I will say. Oh. Oh, do I not die? Do we never die? Oh, okay. We take those. How many lives do I have, I wonder? Fuck, what's a grease, guys? Maybe this. The item has soot on its lower half, which suggests it has been held over flame. It produces a Wizic field. A lunama is called a moon pool or heart of tranquility, harnesses the power of the elements to create an aura of unease. They can be used to keep people away from places they are not welcome. There is a superstition among thaumaturges that says the lunama should not be used when the moon is full. It is not known where the ideas come from. Ah, that doesn't even make sense. I think this must be a lunama because this has, no, there should be a feeling of unease. Something of the elements. It must be this. This is a lunama. This must be a Lunima because it gives us a feeling of unease and it has all the elements here. Cool. There has been a basilisk sighting in the hills across the river from Backbarrow. A basilisk? I wouldn't say I'm a brave man, but I have a duty to protect my livestock and my village. Better me than a younger man with his life ahead of him. I have come to prepare my sword. What? I don't know what happened, but I just locked the fuck in for this last week of a gacha event. Like 3 weeks, took less than 10 tries to beat the thing. This final week I did it first try. Nice, congrats. What am I supposed to do for him about a basilisk? Cyrene Ward is not for the basilisk. Folium. A blade is drawn across the face of a folium 6 times during the ritual of the Hand of Prior. Dryer huntsmen and those wanting to prove themselves perform this ritual before seeking out the basilisk, as a folium blade is the only known way to pierce its thick armor. That's gotta be this hand, right? Because, look, it's got a bunch of these scratches. Cold. It chills my blood to hold it. Nice. Francesca. They have escaped. At first, my patients grew agitated when I used the Gaudian siren, but then I had a breakthrough. Vivian Cartwright woke up. She seemed lucid, calm even. I made a stupid mistake and loosened her restraints. I don't know what happened, whether the siren stopped working or if it had never worked and she tricked me. But almost immediately she changed back and turned violent. Before I knew it, she managed to free the others. We tried to stop them, but they fought their way out of the hospital. I have no idea where they've gone. Okay. Well, they chased me down and tried to kill me, so that's where they've gone. Thanks. I'm gonna try again to go and... Baptism ceremony? Nothing? Okay. Cool, good talk. I wonder if there's more here. The Bishop Square is a simple tool of my great-grandfather's devising, loosely based on a Briar's disc. By all accounts, he was an impressive man, but it would seem his mind began to fail him at the end. Perhaps he spent too long studying his Zaya. He imagined visible enemies coming to steal away his most prized possessions, so he began hiding them about the castle, noting their locations in a code that only he understood. So maybe there's more code here that I'm missing. Blessings. Like, what are these? Trees? I already did this code. Sun. Wind. This is wind and sun. Phosphorus. Heat. What is this symbol? Which is not over a summer. A summer which is not. Summer which is not. Which also puts himself over, what is that symbol? Potassium. Almost imperceptibly, the casket began to absorb the crepuscular power that had leached into the stone and the earth of its lightless tomb. Ooh, another tomb. A tomb with a sun. Oh. We need the dot on that side. That's it. And that means the tome with this. Is that? Yeah! The air is stifling in the darkness, and the claustrophobia of the tunnels almost overwhelms me, but I press on. I remind myself that there are few who venture down here, which means the chance of an interesting find are higher. It doesn't take long for my search to bear fruit. That is terrifying. Wood, oak, if I'm not mistaken. Gold. Carved detailing. Wait. It could be... Shoot. Didn't I have a thingy here? Oh, maybe that's already identified. Didn't I have something that had an oak handle that I thought might be the thing? But this also has an oak handle, and now I think this might be the thing. But the thing with the oak handle is now, oh, it's down here. Weaving edge. This might be the weaving edge. Now I think this might be the weaving edge. So I will put that down here. It has a swirly, which means it could be a certain field. The swirly means rebirth, which could be for the Red Knight, our spirituality. Which direction do the swirl be? It's the spirituality. Whereas this is a different symbol. This might not be the weaving edge, whatever. Thaddeus White, the brother of our master, the Witherends, was a terrible idea. I've only gone and made things worse. I wish Eli was back. He'd know what to do. Some years ago, a friend brought an item to me, a black casket, and I had learned that it was a dark article. I should have brought it to Eli right then and there, but I knew he would want to destroy it. I'm a collector of things. It seemed too important to allow it to be destroyed, but I see how naive that was now. This casket is far more dangerous than anything I have come across before, and now I hear they are looking for it with their black eyes. Either I need to keep them out of the museum or bring the casket here to Strange Antiquities and hide it in one of its secret places. Dread Vivant or the Lunema. Dread Vivant. A Dread Vivant is the only way to handle some of the more dangerous artifacts. It can siphon power away from oneself for a time. The power rising up off of a Dread Vivant is subtle but noticeably invigorating. These objects represent the balance of life and death, of good and evil. Dread Vivant is the only way to handle some of the more dangerous artifacts. Okay, or... He said a Lunema. Our school's teacher remind my classes doing Jingle Bell Rock for Christmas, and I'm juggling sadly. She turns around and says, we ain't doing no dang K-pop. Aw, lame. A Lunema is also called a moon pool or heart tranquility. Harnesses the power of the elements to create an aura of unease. They can be used to keep people away from places they are not welcome. There's a superstition among the thaumaturges that says that a Lunema should not be used when the moon is full. I feel like a Dread Vivant is the way to go, because it literally says it's the only way to deal with some of the more dangerous artifacts. I felt like this was a Dread Vivant. Can actually... Oh, that's fair. That is fair, Mumu. That is not a Dread Vivant. There is something that I thought was a Lunema, which is this. Oh, this might be a Dread Vivant. What is this? Red clay. Small green gemstones. Small green gemstones could be Earth of Nature. Fourth eye, stone of sight. It's a balance of life and death. So maybe... balance of life and death. This is literally like only these pendants and these things are the only things I have left. Balance of life and death. Balance. What is this symbol? I've got the moon here. And the witch sign. What is that symbol here? What could this symbol mean? Gold. Thank you for the unlurk. Locust, welcome back. Hard and cool. It's the balance of life and death. A dread vivant is the balance of life and death. That is a blue, a turquoise gem. Which is a mind. No, it's Dradic. Stone of water. Balance of life and death. Dangerous artifacts. Death. Life and death. Good and evil. Life and death. Good and evil. Life and death. Those symbols for life and death. I would think that it would have gemstones that counteract each other, but I literally have no items left that really have gemstones. This has the striated Daedric guy. What is this? Bronze, a black gemstone. These don't have any. Textured, smooth. Nothing to remark. Noticeably invigorating. Nothing to remark. Gives me goosebumps. There's definitely something unusual about this item, but I can't quite put my finger on it. I feel like this is something. It's not this, unfortunately. It causes me to reflect on my mortality, which feels like it could be that, but it's not that because I just checked that. This has a strong sense of being watched. This is Zaya because that causes paranoia. Goosebumps. Morgan's Folly is it makes you. It's the hypnosis item. This is our resonance compass. Goosebumps. We talked about that. This has nothing to remark. This, nothing to remark. Nothing to remark. A feeling of disquiet lances through my body. I find it unsettling. The eyes seem to pierce my soul. Nothing to remark. That is the Dread Vivant. The concept of balance is reflected in the design, the skull death, and the flower life. Ah. Light of Korshen. Despite appearances, these Noctic items have no connection to the League of Amphissian Heart. They are objects of considerable power that can turn darkness to light, fear to joy. Ah, David, welcome back. There's an uneasy quiet in town today, but there aren't many people out and about. I'm heading straight home as soon as I'm done with my deliveries. Thank you for your hard work. I have recently come into possession of a number of texts on the subject of arcane artifacts. You are welcome to them if they are any use to you. If I don't hear from you, then I will donate them to the library across the street. Okay, thank you for giving me literally no information about you. Where is the library? 26 Wordsworth Library. You are across the street, so you are here. Several of the scrolls look promising, but they are written in the Dradic script, and my understanding of them is too rudimentary to make use of them. If Verona was around, I'm sure she could translate them, but she isn't, and I can't. Okay, I need Babylia. The Babylia. Amy, did you hear about the police station that had its toilet stolen? No. Babylia. They resemble a mentic field, but the items themselves do not produce a mentic field. They can be used to aid with translation of foreign texts. Ooh, isn't this... This is a stone of the mind. Anchor between the body and the mind. Oops. No! No! Thank you. The cops have nothing to go on. No way to poopy. Oh, damn it. I'm doomed. Okay. That wasn't it. They resemble a mentic field, but they are not. What is a mentic field again? Coin collecting the change will do me good. Look, guys. Mentic is big triangle, big circle at top. Big triangle, big circle on top. Double check that. Yes. Okay, so we're looking for the crosshatch. Babylia. Actually, we're not looking for the crosshatch. They resemble a mentic field pattern, but the items themselves do not produce a mentic field. They resemble one? Look, it was so beautiful and the cake was in tears. Oh my god, guys. A Babylia. Shut. I keep accidentally leaving. Witches. It could be literally any of these. This is a mentic field. So long as it doesn't have any of that. It's not this because obviously we used this already. Could be that. This is Morgan's Folly. Oh, it can't be that. Spirit Eye could be that. I don't think it could be the Zaya. This is literally a Zaya. I'm fairly certain. It can't be this. This is life and death stuff. This is tin. I'm in tears. This doesn't look like anything mentic at all. Neither does this. None of these look mentic whatsoever. None of these look mentic, honestly. Hey, Urbanist. Oh. Oh, this looks mentic. But I just did this, didn't I? That doesn't look mentic. Okay, so this light blue and that dark blue are all mentic. This is not mentic. These don't have a mentic field and look mentic. It's literally all that it could be left. Nope. I'm doomed. I'm so doomed. So doomed. No, I got the 4. Damn you. I don't know what the consequences of this are. Thank you, cat friend. I need 4 of a kind. Yeah. Just roll 1 dice. Because the chances of you... Maybe rolling 1 dice over and over again is the trick. Because then you never have a double dice. A friend of mine recently quit his job at the chemical was fancy, so it was a toxic worker. Oh my god. Okay. Okay, that was also not it. Good. That was it! That was a Babelia! Oh, thank god. The effect of the Babelia makes my head spin, and I close my eyes tight for a moment as my mind catches up. The pages swirl and blur in front of me, letters and words floating in and out of focus. After a time, I find that I can read them, though it takes some effort, and I feel drained as I reach the end. I'm literally just guessing now. Water shadow. Oh, I'm getting so many pages. Water shadow, Bloodbeck. It was once thought that these objects could be used to commune with the dead, but it is now widely believed that such a thing is not possible. It is not known where the strange voices that emanate from a Bloodbeck originate, but there are some who believe they are voices of the nameless god. I wonder if I can hear voices. Maybe I don't have a Bloodbeck. And there was something else I got. A water something. Water shadow. Ooh. It is alleged that a water shadow can be used to pass through solid matter, but the art has long faded from memory. The items themselves are often uninteresting, producing only a faint thermic field, perhaps as a result of going unused for so many years. I think this is really uninteresting, and it has a very, very faint thermic field. So faint. Look at that. So faint. So I think this might be a water's edge. Yeah. Let's see again if I cannot go to here, and nope, still no. The sacrament is a baptism ceremony in which one's life is pledged to the warrior god Holgar. It's run by a blood priest within a stone circle. In spring, a charm of green growth. In summer, a pendant of yellow sun. In autumn, an instrument of red light. Night. In winter, a totem of blue fire. I wonder if there's somewhere... It is strange. It is a strange arrangement of rocks resembling the Stonehenge site, but on a smaller scale arranged with purpose. Though what purpose that remains a mystery. The locals call it the eye. There's nothing else to see here. The pit. No other circle of stones around, huh? I guess not. Anna Bryant. With all that's been happening in Undermere, I picked the worst possible week to lose my Briggic charm. I hope that you have one that I can replace it with. I don't know. Do I? A powerful item that that offers hope in times of worry, protection in times of darkness, and wisdom in times of uncertainty. It wields the power of the maiden, the mother, and the crone, the Wiccan triple goddess. The Wiccan triple... It's got to be this. Look at that. A vessel of earth used in various Argyle. This has got to be the Argyle. It's got a bunch of earth symbols, and it's a vessel. Looks like one thing. Okay, not the statue. Oh, the statuette thing. I only have these guys left that are unidentified, and these guys left. So I have very little to choose from left. And that's why it had to be this, because it's literally like so Wiccan in its stylization. Ah, my master. I'm sorry. I did not intend to be away for so long. I trust the shop has not been too much trouble to look after in my absence. I have learned a lot from my time in Oxford. There is a powerful dark article here in Undermere called the Nalian Casket. And now you're telling me that my foolish half-wit of a brother had it in his museum this whole time. I know how to destroy it, but it's not going to be easy. Whatever happens, it must not be opened. We will need to create a pillar of Calaris. From what I gather, such a feat has not been attempted in over 500 years. I just hope there's enough time to prepare. I'm afraid I can't stay, but I'll be back as soon as I can. Of course you will. A pillar of Calaris is a powerful blast of energy that can consume the darkness. In my opinion, it is the safest way to destroy powerful dark articles. It can only be produced at the site at a place of significant thomic convergence. Strength and weakness, light and darkness, align the opposing powers at opposing compass points. With Corshin's light, the strong will be made weak and the dark will be made light. Yeah, shit. Corshin's crotch is light. Corshin's light. I don't think we have a Corshin's light. It's been mentioned. We have an Ossic ring. Offering to the goddess Corshin, but the practice found out of favor. The strong will be made weak in the dark. Light of Corshin. We do. Despite appearances, these Noctic items have no connection to the League of Amphissian Heart. They are objects of considerable power that can turn darkness to light, fear to joy. Light of Corshin. I don't think we have anything like that. I mean, we are a site of considerable thermic convergence, aren't we? Is that something I need to build now? I think so. All thermic objects produce a field of sorts. Although invisible to the naked eye, they can be observed by placing an object over a thermic lens. It's gotta be like super strong. Something or other. Ooh, didn't it say something of resonance? Resonance? No. Oh, wait, compass. Compass. Align the opposing powers at opposing compass points. Isabel Stowe. I have had my energy drained by some disturbing evil power. For days now, I have felt tired and frail, and then today I found something that horrified me. Beneath my bed, I discovered a carved wooden effigy with a strange symbol painted upon it. I don't know who has done this to me, but all I want for now is to lift this feeling of weakness. Maybe a Fortinance? Susan Hill. I would like a bloodback. The nameless ones are restless. I am ready to hear their voices. Okay. I feel like some of these requests we should obligatorily turn them down. You know what I mean? It was once thought that these objects could be used to commune with the dead, but it is now widely believed that such a thing is not possible. It is not known where the strange voices that emanate from a blood beck originate, but there are some who believe they are the voices of the nameless gods. I feel like maybe I should be able to hear something from it. Like, this looks like it should have voices coming from it. Oh, there it is. Oh, the chanting coming from my pendant? Don't mind that. Korchena. We are used to call on the guile and wisdom of the goddess Korchen. She is the goddess of the earth, creation, and rebirth. It is maintained by some that these are not objects of power, but they exude an imposing aura that is hard to explain. A Korchena. Goddess of the earth. Goddess of the earth. Gemstone of earth is this. This is probably a Korchena. But this is all sorts of elements. To call on guile and wisdom. Korch is a goddess, right? Had no idea. Thaddeus, why? Ah, the brother! I went to move the casket, but it's gone. What do we do? I heard Eli's back in town, but he hasn't come to see me, and if he's not here, then I don't know where to find him. Oh God, what do we do? Great, you're useless. Cool. It festered and pulsated until it could no longer be contained. Some part of it reached out from the darkness, creating eyes so that it might find itself, and hands so that it might open itself. The casket wanted to be opened. Is this my last day? Was I supposed to have solved the mystery by today? I know, it is. I have 3 minutes. I lie below books and scrolls on the esoteric and the arcane. What does that mean? Circle with a strike through it. Circle with a strike through it, guys. I lie below books and scrolls on the esoteric and the arcane. Nothing here, I think. Maybe here, though? Circle with a strike through it. Library, probably? Esoteric and Arcana. Look at that. Entering the library, I am drawn to a dark alcove around the right, bearing the title Esoterica and Arcana. I'm sure there is much to learn here, but sadly a cursory glance is all I have time for today. Piled up on the reading desk, I find books on ornithology alongside bestiaries of the old world. You can learn a lot about a person from the books they read. Wait, but I have this. Oh, below. No. Perhaps this below? Damn it. Damn it. Scrolls of the esoteric and the arcane. Is there any street here that says esoteric and arcane? This has this circle. This has a compass. Wait a second. Compass? did the Scythian charm get here? That had to be a mistake. Is there a word for esoteric? Wasn't there a shop on the esoteric and arcane books they just showed you? I was only half paying attention. Oh, I don't know. Horticulture barrows, lock, houseboats, dockside, museum of history, spoken word. Maybe the theater is in surprisingly good condition. No. That's a theater, not a thingy. Okay. Keystone Manor, Market Square, Twinnings, Town Hall, Convent. There's no bookstore. There's a Wordsworth Library. But we've already been to the south of the library here. Ooh. I wonder if there's something esoteric, arcane, symbology, esoteric, arcane. I could ring the bell and call in a customer. No. That's not the point. I must discover this. Esoteric and arcane. Let's go, Amy Brain. I'm really trying. We're really trying to cook here. Must have taken a wrong turn. No. Okay. So we still need to think about this. And also this. This is the last day. If I don't discover this, have I failed? But underneath the library? I did. I tried all the rooms underneath where the library is. I tried all 3 of these rooms. And I can't go into these ones. And this is forest. I can't even click that one. Or these ones. Oh, where did my other papers go? And my books. There we go. It was glitched for a second. I guess I'll do one customer. Oh, our teacher. The museum was ransacked last night. I went looking for my brother, but he's nowhere to be found. The good news is they didn't find what they were looking for. I moved the casket myself and hid it here in one of Strange Antiquities' vaults. It's safe for now, but we can't leave it here for long. I have more to prepare, but I've left instructions on how to access the vault in the desk drawer. What drawer? Oh, a candle that gives off no light, an anchor that has never touched the ocean, a finger but not a flesh. An anchor. A candle that gives off no light. An anchor. An anchor that has never touched the ocean. A finger, but not a flesh. Did we ever find the witch's finger? We have not. A witch's fingers are said to be the severed digits of the Witch of Undermere. They are capable of inflicting intense pain, but the goal is supposed to be purification of the body. A most unpleasant experience. This is a witch's finger. Oh my god, this is a witch's finger. It's the tree. It's the tree in the picture. This tree. I'm a fool. Okay. An anchor that has never touched the ocean. Something that anchors the body and mind. What is the thing that anchors the body and the mind? Oh my god. There was something that anchors the body and the mind. I can't remember. The ecumenical? No. Binding seed? Wait, don't tell me. I've seen a section on the tip of my tongue. Representing the mind, the winding of the path. The binding seed is for a punishment. No. Not the binding seed. Oh. There's an item that anchors the mind and the body. Abrasive meter, ecumenical, Cassandra, diverging hook. The diverging hook does the opposite of anchoring. Thalamic needle, truth conduit, weaving edge. Restful meter, eye of Cyrano. It was an eye of Cyrano? The powerful should not be used carelessly. These ancient are able to enter the minds of lesser creatures. No, that's not it. Ecumenical memory cannot reside. No. This is putting your mind somewhere else. A Cassandra. Focus the power of the mind, enable the skill to see the path or path of head. No, this is when you can see the future. Restful me there. A sextrum. Oh, a shadow anchor. Duh. Shadow anchor sometimes used in the practice of shadow casting. Without the anchor, minds have been known to be lost. Where is my shadow anchor? Shadow anchor. Shadow anchor. I think the shadow anchor was like a little totem, wasn't it? Oh shit, did I not find the shadow anchor? I did. Some prefer pendants, whereas other prefers to clutch the totem in their hand. There it is. Do we really want this right now? Oh, 37 minutes. Oh my god. But we're on the last day, Elkie. We're so close. He called it, what was it? The Nalier. Nalian casket. Nalian casket. We know for a fact this is the Nalian casket. Bad. Okay. I feel like we shouldn't have this out here. Like, we should have kept it in there. You know what I mean? Like, is that safe to have? No. Honestly, probably. Like, why do we have this? As I approached the island in a small rowing boat, I noticed the shroud figure standing watching me from the shore. The priest. She is lit by the flickering orange torchlight, which deepens the red of her cloak and makes her look taller and more threatening somehow. For a brief moment, the dim lighting and her dark eyeshadow make me think that she is one of them, but the flame flickers across the whites of her eyes as I get closer and the moment passes. Welcome, do you have the sacrament? I nod and she helps me steady the boat as I climb out. Oh no, I'm giving it to her. Together we walk up slowly the small beach in search of the bleak stones, a small ring made of slabs, gray slate, the largest of which, the king stone, is only waist height and not hard to find. Fear hits my gut as we get closer and I see something I had not expected. Spread out around the perimeter of the stones are dozens of priest followers standing motionless, their heads bowed. The casket will be opened, and when it is, we alone shall be spared Holgar's wrath. Oh, no, I don't want to do this. Oh no, I made a terrible decision. Not now! Please. Okay. This was right. And this was right. And this was correct. It was the sun bond that was not correct. No, the sun bond is correct. It's my... This has to be the... What? In winter, a totem of blue fire. Oh. Blue fire. Blue fire? What can be of blue fire? Unharmed. Maybe a siren ward? Oh, you're right. The thing that glows blue. Oh, wait. What was the thing that glowed blue next to the fire? That made blue. Blue. You're so smart, Elkie. As I have been preparing the sacrament, the priest has built a small pyre of tightly packed wood about waist height. Oh, this is such a bad idea. I hear raucous cry and then another and another. I join the congregation and looking up to see a swirling mass of shaped ravens. The priest produces a mask from within her cloak and places it over her face. The imposing atmosphere builds in intensity and take a deep breath to calm my pulse. Let us begin. As she says these words, the damp pyre erupts into flame. Whether by some trick or magic, I couldn't say, but the priest with her torch is some distance away. Her dark eyes sparkle behind the pale mask. Great Holgar, I bring you light and life. I bring you spring and summer, autumn and winter, on this day of reckoning. A rhythmic chanting begins to sound around the circle, and now the casket. This is terrible. This is a horrible idea. Her eyes lock with mine, and I feel suddenly weak under her gaze. She reaches out a hand expectantly. How does she know I have the casket? The chanting dies and is replaced by odd whispers as the acolyte catches on. I flounder, not knowing what to do, but I decide the only thing I can do is surrender to her power. I've waited a long time for this moment. She takes the casket from me and places it reverentially atop the kingstone. As she turns to face me, I feel a sudden chill down my spine. She is holding the weaving edge. Holga, I give you this gift of life that is not mine to give. Cold fear grips me as I realize how naive I have been. She didn't bring me here to be saved by Holgar's protective embrace. She brought me as a sacrifice. She advances calmly towards me with the blade held at her side. Pale mask wet with rain and shining in the light from the pyre. The chanting rises in volume and intensity. I must act quickly. I brandish the Corvin's might, hoping that the threat will be enough to deter the priest, but she whirls towards me with madness in her eyes, her red cloak swirling behind her like a wave of blood. She lunges at me faster than I am ready for, and I barely manage to avoid the blade as her arm comes scything towards me. On her second attack, the weaving edge plunges into my shoulder and I cry out in pain, but somehow I keep hold of the bloodstone totem in my other hand. With one last desperate act, I conjure Corvin's power and direct it at the crazed priest. There's a bright flash and I am sent reeling backward. The priest crumples to the floor dead. A cheer goes up around the circle, and I'm horrified to see an acolyte run forward and dip the weaving edge in the priest's blood. I shudder to see their coldness laid bare. These people do not care who is sacrificed to save their skins as long as it is not them. The acolyte takes the dripping blade and plunges it into the casket, and the world goes black. The casket has been opened. We fulfilled the sacrament and were spared, but with the priest dead, the spell has been broken and the congregation has begun to splinter. I was never really one of them, but there are some who look to me for leadership now. They seem to think I am more dangerous than I really am. I shudder to think what will happen when they find out I am not. I cursed everyone. I opened the casket and I cursed the whole... There's different endings. Yeah, there's a different ending. The cat is totally fine. Well, this is where we're going to end for the day. Thank you so much for being here. I hope you had a fun time, Sarah. Welcome home. Next time I'm gonna start a couple days back, and we're not gonna open the cursed casket that is cursing the entire town. Thanks for joining me, guys. We went a little over time. Let's find somebody to raid to. This game is so freaking cool. It's definitely worth playing yourself, I think, because you can find your own ending and find your own puzzles. So freaking cool, you guys. Let's find somebody to raid to, shall we? Who is around right now? Who is a cozy fun stream that we can go to? Let's raid. Oh gosh, who is around that I adore? Bye, Blood Craze. I definitely need to add this to my wish. It's so good. Now I get the reverb. Blood Craze! Thank you so much for resubscribing. Welcome back to the Amy Sometimes Syndicate. Welcome right back into the ass. Happy 3 hiking months. Of course, Infamous. Thank you so heckin' much for being here. I will be back on Monday for some more Fallout 3. And then next Sunday, you guys, is going to be our balloon animal making stream. I'm going to be making balloon animals in public in a onesie just for you guys in honor of our Subalatron, which was back in September, but it took us a while to get through all of your Subalatron goals that you have achieved, and we will be doing balloon animal streams next Sunday just for you, Paradox. Thank you so much. Amy, what's your favorite animal? Probably a manatee or a crow / raven, Moo. Obviously I love bunnies and cats. I love all animals, but I really love manatees. I love capybaras. Panjo balloon, here you go. Learn to make it. I wonder how I would make a manatee. Probably like the outside shape, and then like I would fold in little like fins, and then I would do a fat fin in the back, and maybe like a little nose fin at the top, and then like a few over. Honestly, I've been thinking about it. Maybe a hard D&D character. I am. I'm still trying to find somebody to raid. Let's raid. I'm gonna raid. I don't know who to raid, guys. I'm gonna raid. I'm gonna raid Solid Plasma, who's playing some more Jackbox 11, and we did Jackbox release party stream with the Jackbox team with him. Thank you so heckin' much for being here. You guys can play some more Jackbox 11 there. I adore you guys. I will see you all on Monday. I didn't know who to raid. There were so many people. I adore you all. Thank you so heckin' much for being here. I will see you on Monday. Have a wonderful rest of your weekend. I know, I really need my allergy medication. I don't know what's getting me so many allergies, you guys. Where's my outro? Goodbye. Take off your pants. I love it. What? This is me. This is what I'm gonna look like 50 years from now. I was about to be mad. Me too. What the fuck? I'm crying about bees. Fuck you. Shit on him. Fuck you, mother shitter. What did he just hit me with? A piece of ass? Oh no, that's her butt. Don't look. Where are you? Any of the Jackbox streams? Tell me what you love most about me. Yeah. Oh. But if it's a dirty question, I'm gonna ban you. And then I'm gonna go to your mom and fuck her. The cake is her ass. Everybody has fucking daddy issues, okay? I've got so many daddy issues, but I'm handling it, okay? I can't hear you. I'm on a vacation with myself. I feel like this is a trap. Black cock? Porn log bros forever. You would dare threaten me in my own house? That's how we deal with genitalia. We delete the stream. Oh no. And be lenient to yourself. Don't be so hard on yourself. Everyone else, all of your other society pressures are being so hard on you. Thank you for being here. Thank you for your support. Thank you guys for being amazing and for being such an incredible community. I don't know how this happened. I don't know how you guys found me. I don't know how we got here, but thank you.